Good morning, folks. 5 degrees Celsius, heading to a top of 11. Today I'm planning to refresh the underplantings of the potted citrus. I'm going to put in apricot pansies and the blue lobelia. But as you see, the underplantings are past their use-by date at the moment. Mainly it's alyssum, the white alyssum. The bronzewings have been enjoying the seeds, but they're well past their use-by date, so I will replenish them. There's a little bit of blue lobelia that I planted a little while ago still in, so they'll stay. But my poor kumquat's looking a bit yellow where it shouldn't, so that'll enjoy the sea mungus health tonic. But hopefully I'll get that done at some stage today before the next dollop of rain arrives. It's been very cold and wet. Then again, I suppose it's early winter and to be expected. There's a little bit of lobelia that I'd already previously planted, so that will stay. As you see, this is a huge lump of alyssum which will be taken out. There's a little bit more. Top all this with used potting mix and the food. We'll leave the thyme alone under the olive, and here's some more. I think the citrus will be quite happy to have a bit of breathing space now, although I am still going to be planting new stuff. But anyway, this is well past its use-by date. This will come out, and this is the lime. So again, this will come out. Finding that it's hard to do one-handed with holding the phone, but there you go. Anyway, Last one to do. Okay, I'll now put some sea mungus in the pots. Basically it's a seaweed pelleted, you can't really see, well I suppose it is a fertiliser of some kind, but it's more a tonic for the plants. So I'll put this in before I put any new potting mix in. But this will help feed the citrus as well as the new plantings over time. And, you've got to be careful of the citrus roots because the roots are quite shallow and they can damage. But anyway, do this and some in here. And now I'll put in some potting mix before I start doing the seedlings. A curious kookaburra has arrived to see what I'm up to. Obviously looking for any tip. I noticed a few snails in the pots and perhaps this is what the cooker's after. But he's quite close to me at the moment. So here's my gardening helper. Just watering in the seaweed health tonic pellets before putting in the new potting mix. He's caught a snail from the pots. And kookaburras always bash their food before they eat them, even if you give them a bit of bread, which I know we shouldn't do, but if they do pick up a bit of bread, they bash that as well before swallowing it. Okay, pots are ready for planting. I'll plant the seedlings and then top up with more potting mix if necessary. I think the kumquat will only get a bit more of the lobelia as there's not really room or light enough for the pansies. So on to the next stage. Okay, all done. I just hope the birds and critters don't think I've been very good to them and put them out a selection of salad bowls. Well, you just got to keep going and hope for the best. You want wildlife and birds, you have to take the good with the bad, even though it's frustrating sometimes, to say the least. And finally, one thin layer of pea straw I just hope I'm not tempting fate and the birds start picking through it. But we shall see. So if they survive and come up, that should be quite nice, the combination of apricot and blue. So So quite happy with that for now. He's found another snail.